Roshini, your final show on Sunday, huh?
Yes, Sunday, September 5th. I announced about a month ago I'm sunsetting Real Talk with Roshini. And I mean, now that it's just 2 days away, it's actually really shocking. But I have been thinking about this for a long time, Cory. And I have been so blessed 9 years doing this show on Sundays, getting to know the people, not only of Minnesota, but the region. And because of the live stream and the Odyssey app, people can listen anywhere, anytime. And I get a lot of great feedback, and that's how we find some of the guests. And I mean, there is nothing that has been a negative that has come out of doing that show for 9 years. And so we're going to have a party on Sunday. That's what's going to happen at 9 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Well, we're going to have some local celebrities. We're going to have some flashes from the past, so some highlight sound, and a certain nephew is making his radio debut. So the family is looking forward to that. But really celebrating with some of my very special regular contributors. Brian McClung and Steve Silton will be on together. That's never happened. They're both big talkers. They've been on my show for 9 years, but never together. And then I have a media panel of Brina Sargentopoulos from KARE 11, Heather Brown from Channel 4, and Tom Hauser from Channel 5. And we're going to kick off the show with Kelsey Carlson, her first time on my show, from Fox 9, and Elizabeth Reese from KSTP, talking about the marathons of life. So, you know, I'm a marathon runner, but we're going to talk about the marathons of life. Kelsey has run 35 marathons, so she puts a lot of us runners to shame. But they are both moms and parents and busy working people in the media. And so we're going to get some inspiration from them. So that's how we'll start the show on Sunday. But I also want to take this moment, Cory, to thank you for, and hopefully I'll still continue to come on as one of your analysts, but you have always been so collegial. Thank you for always having me on to talk about content and also to celebrate some of the milestones of Discover Minnesota with Roshini, and now today celebrating the final show. I really appreciate that. You have been terrific.
Oh, that's really kind of you.
Harrison,
I just... Dave's okay, but I
You still haven't forgiven him for that Ottertail County quiz, have you?
No, he put me on the spot, made me look bad on purpose, and I don't appreciate that. No, Roshini, I'm glad we will, and I hope we continue the relationship and to continue to have you on as a part of the show. I think you bring a great perspective and an interesting perspective, one that doesn't, I think that a lot of people don't see or don't really understand, and it's through the work that you've done not only as a host but also as an executive coach and crisis communication expert. So I always find our conversations incredibly enlightening, and so I want to continue to do that with you as well. And you're going to be welcomed, and we'll be in touch on that too. But I guess one thing I did want to ask you, you're talking about the marathon of life. So are we talking about marathons, or are we talking about legitimately work-life balance and balancing it all in terms of over the course of a person's life?
Yeah, we're going to get into that. And I think you're going to hear some really interesting perspective from Elizabeth Reese and Kelsey Carlson. And they've got some questions for me, so I'm a little nervous about that. But we are going to talk about, how you really bring all those different elements of your life together, but still pursue your dreams. I mean, you're a husband, you're a father, you got to think about the little one's dreams, but you're not stopping pursuing your own dreams. How do you do that? How do you have that balance? And when I coach my clients, I call it green space, how to build in that refresh time so that you are always in a best position to follow those dreams. And, some of that, Cory, went into this decision to sunset my show on Sundays. I kind of just needed my Sundays back. 9 years of doing the show as my part-time job and then having my business as my full-time job. I kind of just needed my weekends to kind of restore and refresh. And that was a very thought out decision. And, but I'm not leaving CCO. Discover Minnesota with Roshini continues on Facebook. I have some other digital projects with the station and, media projects always in the work with my company. And just this morning I was on WJR in Detroit talking analysis about COVID and some of the different treatments that are out there that maybe aren't really treatments. So I get requests from media around the country. So I will continue to be on the airwaves and always there for you and Dave and my other colleagues at WCCO Radio. But it has been, I just want to also thank the people of Minnesota because they kept me on my toes. Not everyone agrees with us, Cory, as you know, and they call in, they text in, And I appreciate that. I learned a lot from the people of Minnesota and the people of our region, even the people of Wisconsin. I learned from the Green Bay Packer fans, too.
Just not Wisconsin Badger fans. That's it. Roshini, have a great show on Sunday, and this isn't goodbye. We'll talk to you again soon, all right?
All right. Thanks, Cory. Have a great weekend.